and you're watching Pro Teaches News. Ooh, is somebody talking about pros? Not that kind of pro. See you there.
Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches News. Today I have with me Jared.
I'm feeling blue.
Yep, as you can definitely tell, we are going back and continuing on with our coverage on the Electric Blue Saga. I mean, kind of hard to tell with this cover, of course, but yeah, Electric Blue Superman. Like, tell people what you've been thinking about it so far.
Let me put it this way. I like it because it's one of those things where one of my complaints about Superman books in general is that they do the same stories over and over and over again.
Yep.
This doesn't do that because he's still doing Superman things, but he has to contend with way different powers and all that stuff. So it puts a new spin on things.
Exactly. It has put a new spin on everything, and he's also newlywed by this point. That's also a change.
That's a change that I hate, but okay.
But it's still a change, dude. It's still a change.
Married to the wrong person. I'm like,
if this was New 52, you'd have more of an argument.
I know.
Remember, by this point, they're barely even friends.
Well, according to the Black Mercy plan, you know what's really funny? Whenever he's in like a situation where it shows like his innermost heart's desire, he's not with Lois.
Yeah, he's with, but again, that's
at least he's with Lana. I'll give it that, but he's not with Lois.
But I was saying was, to be fair, that mostly applied to a pre-crisis Superman, not post.
No, what happened in post-crisis?
What story did he deal with Black Mercy?
I forget exactly which. I do know what happened in post-crisis.
Okay, because I just remember for the Man Who Have Everything was pre-crisis.
Okay, I'll tell you what. After this, I'll look it up and I'll DM you.
Okay, but yeah, look at this cover, right?
That just looks so cool.
That guy with the Superman logo carved into his forehead, which we saw at the end of the last issue. Yeah. Now, keep in mind, this guy, I didn't get a chance to get myself freshened up for this particular one, so I might fumble around a bit more because I have read all these. I just didn't refresh myself beforehand for this, so I'm still the pro here. But between the two of us, just it's like the whole idea of a teacher, knowing it but not getting prepared for the lesson. But yeah, so it's all a big hey, yeah, it's on the big screen up there. Gave me an idea. So what? So ideas are if ideas were ponies, pal, this city would be hip deep in manure. What an interesting choice of words for your epitaph. I should point out this was something that Peek and I had issues when we were doing it. Something's been up with DC Universe Infinite lately.
I noticed it has that issue a few times. What I did is I backed out of the player and I reloaded the page.
Or it's exactly what I'm doing. But the funny thing is, with me and Pika, it kept happening every time by page 17. It seemed like by page 17 or 18, had to refresh it. We're just like, duh!
Yeah.
It was so annoying.
I'm sure it is.
Yep.
Ooh.
Wham! Oh, again, this is Tom Grummett. I love Tom Grummett's artwork. I just got a notification.
I like that character's like look and design.
Yep. Oh Lord, what do you want? What every good media dope citizen wants. Sweet stuff. I want to be on television. Heads up, or I'll wait. Why is the guy green? Oh, it's the light from the screens. But
yeah, I was like, wait a second here. Is he a Martian?
No, it's the light from the screens here. See.
Well done on the colors. That's interesting.
Yep, because you see that there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, gun? Mine's bigger. Wait, don't hurt anyone. We'll do what you say. You better mean that, darling, because you wouldn't believe how much I hate deceivers. So yeah, 2 hot dogs, 1 mustard, 1 kraut. Oh, wait. Not exactly gourmet fare, but Lois likes them. Is that Majab?
Who's Majab?
You remember from Superman Up, and Away, that's the guy who would always give Clark the pretzels? They actually named him Majab.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I think that's what that's supposed to be. I think, maybe not by name, but I think that's the guy that is eventually supposed to be, because he's the one who always gives them the pretzel. He's like, Especially at the very end of Up, and Away, where he brought one with him in his cape pocket. People keep forgetting he has a pocket in there. But that'll be $3, buddy. But you can remember, that's the other thing now. Now that he's human, he can actually get hungry.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That'd be weird, wouldn't it? Just imagine getting used to having to eat.
He's like, well, this is how Barry feels.
Oh, that's just from the metabolism. I'm just saying, in general. Remember, he almost never needed to, or better, or actually, I think it'd be more like I haven't felt famished since, it's not counting the last time I lost my power since I was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, did he ever need to eat, even when he lost his powers, that they were slowly coming back?
Did he even ever have to sleep?
I think sleeping was always a choice.
Mm-hmm.
If nothing else, then the tune out, because obviously, if he did it, he'd be up all night.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no time for lunch. And Clark, Murdoch's out. Ramsey Murdoch, Savior. Oh, that's the guy. Savior. That's the guy's name.
Okay, there you go.
Hold on, let me double check just who that guy was, just so I can make it clear.
So that's the dude with the bloody ass that we
yes.
just saw. Okay,
yep,
that makes sense.
He's a serial killer.
I like how he had the bloody ass from like the Death of Superman.
Oh, almost godlike powers. Essentially can transfer psychic energy into anything he imagines.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, he's been around for quite a while, actually. There was even an issue where Lois once did saying that he must stay in prison and everything. And yeah, I keep forgetting about cause that's who that guy is. So yeah, he got out of prison, like the same. I just heard someone bust him out of Star Labs last night, which was a couple issues ago. Star was trying to keep it quiet to avoid panic. Okay, you gotta be honest. Grumman is still a great artist, isn't he?
Oh, he is. This looks great.
Maybe great Lois. I mean, hey, she's eating, but she still looks good doing it.
No, I'll tell you this. Lois is most of the time drawn pretty. I'll give it that. As much as I don't like the character, she's drawn attractive.
Mm-hmm. And for good reason. Murdoch's the worst example of a serial killer. Brutal, fearless, and completely self-righteous. He's obsessed with punishing liars and fraud, and fixated on Superman because he believes the real Superman never returned after being killed by Doomsday. He wants to save the world from the deception of a false hero. I like that!
Yeah.
And the fact is, he'll always keep thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
That's great. I love that.
But yeah, here I am, pretender, come and get me. Oh, and then there's Scorn. Who again, you really started to like Scorn, haven't you?
Yeah, I like that guy. He's cool.
Yeah, I mean, he's like Frankenstein's monster, and that's oh, she just blanked on Dirk Armstrong's daughter. Remember, she's blind. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, she's still trying to learn, English and everything, and like it's a good place to hang out when you want to be alone or with a friend. Yes, friend. But yeah, they hear about with Saviour. Someone wants to hurt Superman? Yeah, that guy's a real maniac. Big Blue could be in trouble. Superman need help. He get it. Hey, wait a second. I know you've got your own style and all, but smashing through walls and ceilings could kind of give away our hiding place, Scorn's still learning. Doors, whatever. Again, I like him. He just, it's an interesting character, isn't he?
It is. There we go. What page are we on this time? Was it 17?
No, I don't think it was. Because it could not be too early.
Mm-hmm.
At least don't let it be 17. Nope, it wasn't. It was 9.
Okay, close.
9. Oh, but yeah, there's the fight and everything. Like, on handcuffs. He created shackles binding me to the street. These things shouldn't even touch me, but I can't break free. Oh, he did that psychically.
Okay, that makes sense. I like that. That's cool.
What the? Need help? Don't know much about Scorn since he left Kandor. He could be friend or foe, but do I have a choice? Twisted Freak's got nerve wearing the real Superman's costume, but he's as much a fraud as Big Blue. He's creating all this. Oh, look, the smoke from the billboard. Everyone knows smoking kills. I can't breathe. And ka-choom, he transformed himself out of there, to get out of the manacles. Tosses them around, and like I was in Canada recently, scored. I learned a lot about what's been going on there. When this current crisis is over, we need to talk. Loser, shut up, you little worm. Yeah, I'm rubber, you ain't glue. Oh, geez, stupid kid.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you about Lois. At least she's not that dumb. Right?
As far as we know. I'm only kidding. Yeah, she's not that dumb.
Yeah, not to be insulting them like someone who could just, again, make smoke. Psychically make smoke, deadly smoke. Think about that a second.
Yeah.
I mean, that's godlike power.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, in Star Labs, we're seeing, I believe that's the, that was the guy from the Arctic.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that with the electric stuff?
Yeah.
On last time I offered Superman help, he summarily dismissed me. It was most humiliating. Actually, no, that can't have been it because that says 59. That thing was definitely not. Different issue.
Okay.
But yep, again, just nice fight and everything. Oh, look at that!
That looks really cool.
He's transforming how the S looks on him to be bloodied.
And he turned basically into Scorn.
Yeah!
That is so... Oh, he goes into fire!
Oh, no, he's energy. It's like radiation.
Okay.
Maybe that's all of his internal psychic energy. It's cerebral energy.
Mm-hmm.
Which he then hits him and he actually turns him back to normal.
Okay, that's cool.
But what about Scorn? Scorn, it's Superman big. Come to save you and you save me. But where's ugly Batman? Must have bolted during all the commotion. And without flight or X-ray vision, I doubt I could find him before the police do. Yeah, remember, he doesn't have X-ray anymore. Mm-hmm. His powers do not allow for X-ray, and technically he doesn't fly.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the traditional sense, anyway. Mm-hmm. Then he escaped because you helped me? Sorry. Don't be. To make this world or any other a better place, you can never turn your back on those who need you, no matter the cost. Yeah, he's gonna pay. Should have figured he'd cheat, take advantage of something I don't understand. Did some kind of energy stuff to me, but I can learn about that. Use it against him. Next time, the Savior's gonna fall. I swear it. When we meet again, there's gonna be some surprises.
Not bad.
Yep, but there's more. As they're pulling the boat ashore and everything, and we're told about was Canada and hull cracked during fight with Saviour, not wanting it to sink. And listen, you should know I was in Canada recently. I understood why you wanted to leave it, but Tolos is defeated now, and the Bottle City's ecological balance has been restored. So if you want to go back, Kandor, no, there feel walls closing in. And better where action is, so I cause trouble. Here is trouble already, so I stop trouble. Am good man, Superman, and good man like Superman, so I wear shield. That explains a lot. You haven't kidnapped Ashbury's Armstrong then? No, father's arms walls for her. He told her too tight. She won't go with me. She's 17, a child, Scorn. She has to go home. But friends, need Scorn. Not understand. Oh. Uh-oh. The guy, he took that guy's outfit.
There you go.
Or he copied it.
I think he copied it from what I'm seeing.
Probably. Hard to tell, but let me understand, Sherry. The scoop of the week. Superman meets Scorn face to face. Then the reason Scorn wears the Superman shield and not a single picture? Shit's incredible. And no one simply reads anymore. How can I raise the paper circulation if no one brings me pictures? Why that down, girl. Simone's a pain, Lois, but she has a point, and she may be necessary to the planet's survival. Lois, Clark, and Colin Sorted. Remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Colin Thornton from way back when we did Eradication.
Mm-hmm.
That's him.
Yeah.
And just what we needed. And just what we needed. Ran into Simone at the watering hole. Lovely woman. Mentioned how well your job as acting manager at the Planet went. Sure like your stint at News Time all over again. Oh, you're brilliant as a reporter. But in both your attempts to join management, the Peter principal was definitely at work. She's ready to pound him!
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta say though, yeah, they're really treating Colin Thornton more like a dick here. He wasn't that bad a guy when we saw him in Eradication, remember?
Yeah, he wasn't.
And tonight, Jim, on Cat, Angie said WGBS was airing my Hamilton interview about Superman's new powers. I didn't believe it. Tonight, Jim, in its entirety. You can't do this to me, Cat. You can't do it to Superman. WGBS owns the interview, Jimmy. We can do whatever we want. Look, do you know how many people were glued to their TVs because of what you reported and how you reported that story? The board thought you were brilliant. They did? I mean, they did. Like now, because of it, your Hamilton interview is news. But you know, like how everyone in media fights to make sure they're the ones the public turns to for information. Well, this will draw viewers, make up for our lack of footage on the Superman score and Saviour battle. The board loved it. Really? Look, maybe we can insert clips from the Metallo fight with Hamilton's explanation as voiceover. Oh boy, Jimmy's getting caught up into this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not thinking straight. Like the Hamilton interview to be run at 8, but Scorn, I don't want to go home. Dad hovers, not just because I'm blind, but that doesn't help. He treats me like I don't have brains enough to carry an umbrella when it rains. Know how feel, Ash, but Superman say you kid, so go home, it's good. But we have this whole empty pool house to be our home, man. What that? So, somebody's coming. We gotta hide. Principal says we get this place ready starting tomorrow. Look by the pool. Kid's been using it as a hangout. Maybe the lost kid, Ashbury Armstrong. Dad came to school looking for her. Really upset. I'd say he's cruising for a heart attack. Heart attack? And Stern hired Armstrong, then Simone to increase circulation. He's worried, Lois. Print news is losing out to TV, which is essentially pictures, and sometimes nothing but pictures. Boop, there goes the light. Why does it always blow when dinner's almost ready? By the time we get it changed, our omelets will be cold. Let me get this straight. You're mellow about Simone, then lose it over a light bulb? You're starving, aren't you? New sensation. Your all powers never even let you get hungry. Forget the bulb. We'll eat by candlelight, then stretch out and watch you glow in the dark. Yeah. Stay tuned for the Hamilton interview. What? I can't believe this. Oh boy. And whatever happened to responsible journalism? What's the matter, Prof? Don't you like being on TV? Disinformation fueled Metallo high pockets as surely as the radiation he appropriated. The folks heard it all beforehand. What more damage can it do? You understand, don't you, Bibbo? Metropolis could have been destroyed. It would have been my fault. I get your drift, Ham, but you can't drown many sorrows in no alcohol beer. They actually make no alcohol beer. Superman won, and even went the decks and with the deck stacked against him. But you're saying next time he might not be so lucky. You learned your lesson, but Jimmy ain't. Maybe you better watch what you say tonight on Witty Banter. Ah!
Yet again.
What is with the site lately?
It's been happening to me as well, so it's not you.
Oh, I know it's not me, but just really annoying. But what did you see about that was Clark being all, like he's supposed to be fine about Simone. Pop light bulb.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but then look at this. Saviour ends up watching the interview and taking notes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh! Even the energy metallify from his energy, and his eyes absorb energy. Got it. Crap, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the deceiver can be energy, then I can be energy. Whatever I think of, I can be. Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mr. Action! Me? Get on TV. Tell the fake Superman Saviour wants him. Uh-oh. And sure enough, tells him, like, it's deja news all over again. Don't forget the camera. Got it. Catch you in Times Square. Which, to be honest, if this was a digital camera, he would have just knocked it out.
Yeah.
But they're not. It's old, chink, chink.
Yeah, because were digital cameras around yet?
Some, but nowhere near as often.
Okay.
Nice landing, Super Fake. I love it. He looks like, because I have solid field energy. Look at that.
Yeah.
Mimicking Superman, Saviour has realigned the atmospheric electron surrounding himself with the impenetrable barrier. Hey, Jimmy, you see Lane's face? She's jealous. More like mad about Metallo and Hamilton, probably. After this is over, we gotta talk. Like, yeah, then he shows up. They be, she ends up back home. You, what are you doing here? Bring Ash. Now TV says Superman in trouble. Scorn help. Goodbye, Ashbury. Scorn, where'd you go? Don't. Uh-oh. So, yeah, a rematch of the fight. Unlike Superman, Saviour's not concerned with saving lives or property. He's out to kill, and so he swings with all of his might and connects. So he's basically doing a normal news story, and then, boom! Because remember the last time when Superman's powers went wonky, Bibble was on that show before?
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be a repeat because of, the make up for it.
Mm-hmm.
But, this will be the rematch. The last time World Heavyweight Champ Bill Bowski appeared on our show, the Glenn Morgan Square was knocked out cold. This will be the rematch of the century. Uh-oh. Hey, Super Fake, you're fried. Uh-oh. So leading to all this fight, he's reading that letter and like, what's that Saviour creep looking at? Son of a gun. He's made himself a crib sheet. So Bibbo's realizing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
He realized Hamilton, it was right.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. And yep, he actually finds like the crib sheet. Got it. And then he's going over like quotes from your Hamilton interview, Olsen. Your helpful hit's been guiding this creep too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. And he punches Jimmy. So show me the paper, Bibbo. The public wants to see. So does Saviour. It's like Metallo all over again. Now shut up, Mr. Action, huh? More like Mr. Traction. And streaming cameras are getting this live. It's going to be, it's like I've died and gone to ratings heaven. And Metallo, that's it. I get big and powerful like Super Fake when he fought Metallo. Oh, dear. I gotta say, I like this, how they reused the prior plot point for this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you? Reusing the news report and everything, the interview.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, and then Scorn's trying to help, like, Scorn, no, back! Scorn, you okay? Okay, but energy from fight, wreck power cell, can't hover, no force field, too. So wait, he had a force field and that's why he was able to move with a hover? Huh. So page 1 has its photos. The sports section too, if I know Simone, and that looks like the beginning of a beautiful friendship. As we're moving on, now we're having Superman meeting up with Batman after getting his powers changed.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a good reason behind it, like, excellent work, Mr. Drysdale. It's not often that I'm able to benefit from positive press. Of that I am certain, Mr. Luthor. When I gave the story of your impending legal problems to Armstrong, he was quite resistant to writing a piece that would benefit you. Yet you changed his mind, Drysdale. Remember beforehand, he was going to change his lawyer in the first place. Remember that?
Yeah.
Well, this is what we get. The guy who is damn good. This guy is going to be damn good.
Yeah.
I'm sure my husband's pledge to contribute $2 million to your favorite charity in addition to your usual fees attracted you. Ooh! Again, that tells you the kind of guy this is. He's a legit good guy. Because seriously, a scummy guy would never want that, would he?
No.
He'd be like, no, give me all the money. But yeah, and again, it's the case of Lex hiring a legit good guy. If he's the best, then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'm finally forced to ask Superman for help. The irony of that amuses me. Why? Because he needs the ring. I know he's the one who most frequently brought you to justice. But if you're correct about a radioactive ring being the cause of all this, indeed I am, counselor. Years ago, basically he's blaming the ring for it all, the radiation.
Mm-hmm.
And even that didn't save me. I became victim and pawn in what was to follow. Once we get that ring, so the world has evidence of my claim, I'll be found innocent for certain. That, Mr. Luthor, depends on Superman. Dirk Armstrong, I will never understand you. You want to be friends with Clark, and yet you write a column like this, as you couldn't have done more for Luthor if you were on his payroll. My interest is in the law, Lois. Luthor has a legit claim here. You can't be serious if you think Luthor is innocent because of that stupid kryptonite ring. It's not my job to make that decision. Let the courts decide, but let the court have all the evidence it needs. If the ring is key evidence and Superman has it, he should turn it over to the authorities. What makes you think Superman has the ring, Dirk? Luthor's lawyer doesn't know for sure, but that's what his client has always suspected. What do you think, Ken? If Superman is as honorable as his rep, shouldn't he cooperate with the law? You're talking about Lex Luthor, Dirk, evil incarnate. Maybe so, but if that electric blue bolt doesn't turn it over, he isn't as square as he bills himself. I see the logic here, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Armstrong here. What? You gotta be kidding me. She snuck off with that ape again? There, where? It storms off there, but even says, Dirk brought up some good point. Superman doesn't stand for truth and does stand for truth and justice. I think Luthor's claims are bogus attempt to manipulate the law, but even he deserves his day in court. Don't even think it, Clark. Superman can't cooperate with him. Superman relies on the faith and trust of people everywhere to be the man he is. Ordinary Joes accept him and aren't afraid of him because they know he respects their laws. And look, they're doomed. Uh-oh!
Oh,
look at
God.
that jet's in a death dive.
And the wings are on fire.
Yep. So Clark heads out there like, blast, if I still had my vision and hearing powers, I would have known about this earlier. As it is, I've lost precious seconds. Hey, there's smoke in here again. When I find the Joe who's sneaking smokes in here, he's gonna pay. Ah! I love jokes like that, don't you?
Me too. Yeah, I dig it.
I must admit that the prospect of defending Lex Luthor is grating on me. But if his claims are true, his innocence is beyond question. That's the thing. He truly thinks that Lex is innocent. He truly believes it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is our lucky day, sugar. We came all the way from Toledo to catch us a look at Superman. Here he is, right smack dab in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Superman, that plane. Exactly why I come here. Come on, Maud. Ask him for his autograph while you got the chance. Maybe we ought to wait a bit, Sugar Plum. Uh-oh. But yeah, look, he takes out the wings first, and he's doing all he can to use it. Now, to make this clear, I've heard before, they were just flying by the seat of their pants with his powers, and it shows.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree? It shows here. Uh-oh. Went right over there, man. Incredible. You can dress in your old outfit, your new suit, or even a little Bo Peep, but you are forever and always a Superman. Thank you, Mr. Drysdale. You know me? Forgot that Clark has met him, but not Superman. Who wouldn't recognize one of the East Coast's most famous lawyers? I'm impressed, Superman. You were faced with a difficult choice, yet you saved everyone. It seems this is where he brings up about Lex and everything, and even said, like, what I want is one particular ring in order for justice to be done. Man creates laws in the best interest of civilization, Superman, but that law only works when we all play by the rules, no matter how powerful he might be. I like this concept, right? Like, you know, utilizing this, and the fact we're going back to Lex's trial, but I like how it's raising up a good question.
Yeah.
Did Superman bring something to, the court, even though it's helping a snake like Luthor, because it's the right thing to do?
Yeah.
I believe in the law. What do you believe in? If any of you want in on this street action, place your bets now. Ah! Again, that's smart writing there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, where is it again? Oh, Bibbo and scored our arm wrestling. Not even. Look, he's holding on to the one finger. Certec the Mighty does it again. Bibbo, okay? Except for a sore butt? Wow, even your pinky is tough. Pay up, folks, and please remember that if you're anything less than honest in paying a blind girl, my friend will deal with you. I like her, don't Ashbury, don't you?
Yeah, I like her. She's cool.
Uh-oh, but Dirk is like, Ashbury, is there any particular reason you're trying to give me a heart attack? Oh, don't be such a walking storm cloud, Daddy. We're just having fun. Fun? Hanging out in a loser bar like this? Fun? Hey, we ain't all losers, you know. You ask me, you're a disgrace to that uniform. If you're a real man, you make people respect your own identity instead of cashing in on someone else's. We're leaving, and you, Ashbury, Janus Armstrong, are grounded. Daddy, you're embarrassing me. That joke and had a point, Bob. That's Superman's cape you're wearing. Maybe you ought to give it back, you know. Ends up in the back, trying to get the ring. What took you so long? You knew I'd come? Of course. I read the papers. I know you. I nearly didn't. I detest turning the ring over if it means Luthor might go free. I wouldn't do it. He's guilty. Let him roast. I rely on the goodwill and the trust of the people to do my job, Batman. You rely on fear and terror to do yours. I have to do this. Have it your way. Cute. Thanks. Distraction. I love it. Notice that? Completely different spot, and then that's where he hit it by the penny.
That's Batman for you.
Any idea how kryptonite will affect you in your present state? I've been wondering that. Only way to find out? Nothing. Guess my DNA really has changed. Thanks. I'll return the ring when I'm done. If I'm not here, just put it back where it belongs. This better not backfire in my face. Done. Bibbo right. Put Superman costume back. No need connection to Superman. Gone. No need. I know. Can't remember his mind. Things I learned about him. Can't remember. Remember what? But yeah, they give the ring over and everything. The tests are complete, Superman. You can have the ring back now. Thanks, Captain Sawyer. No, I don't trust you. I demand to have the custody of that ring so I can run my own test. No, your scientists had the chance to watch while legitimate police scientists ran legitimate tests. The ring is my property. You must return it. It belongs to a friend of mine. It's not mine to give. I'll get it back no matter what it takes. If we need it, we'll petition for it through the courts, Lex. Thank you for your cooperation, Superman. Right. What were the results? Too early to tell. A full analysis will take time. A sham. The whole thing was a sham. The day wasn't a total loss. If Luthor is angry and frustrated, I'm happy. And turns out they swapped the ring. While Superman carries a harmless fake. Uh-oh.
Sure. Yeah, exactly.
Clever Lex, huh? Would you agree with that? Clever Lex.
Yeah.
Now, this is where we bring back that guy. Remember that guy we had who was making those clones of the other gangsters and all that? Boss Moxie. We went over back when at the start of this whole thing. We're picking up on that plot thread now. Remember you had that guy whose arms turned the guns and that girl who can light people on fire? Uh-oh, but yeah, the Newsboy Legion are in a bit of a scuffle. But yeah, we're seeing them just Superman telling them to knock it off and everything. But Bibbo and Jimmy still feels bad about getting decked like that. Think about it, Jimmy. Bates even says, people are laughing at you, Jimmy. They don't call you Mr. Action. They call you Mr. Suction. Your credibility's shot. I'm telling you this as your boss and as your friend. Brains are important in the business, Jimmy, but they're nothing without respectability. You got sizzle, but you have to decide if you want to be Walter Cronkite or Jenny Jones. No idea who Jenny Jones was. I don't know what I want anymore, Kat. I don't get it. 1 minute I can't do anything wrong. The next good friend's giving me a right jab. Think about it, Jimmy. I'll keep you busy here, but if you want back on the air, you'll have to come up with a big story, like the kind Lois Lane reports, the kind people have to pay attention to. Intergang influence felt on docs. nosy dame. I'll give her something to put on her front page, all right? I'll teach her for snooping into Boss Moxie's business. Torture! Right here, Moxie. What you want? Looks like your smoke needs a light. But yeah, take Rough. That's right, doll. You got a little job. Take Roughhouse with you. See, I want you to you should deliver a very special message to a skirt named Lois Lane.
Oh no.
And Clark, I thought that sounded like you. Lois, you didn't have to wait up, love. Yes, I did. Professor Hamilton left a message at the planet. He found his notes on your new powers. Plus, you have a visitor. Hello, Clark. Laurie Lamaris? It's great to see you. Good Lord. It seems like it's been months. Only since your wedding, your silly college girlfriend wanted you newlyweds to have some time alone together. Then your powers changed, and I knew you had more than enough on your mind. But now, my powers, nothing to worry about here. This is only temporary. Like the time I lost my powers or they went out of control. He keeps, at least he knows that they'll come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's fine. This happens all the time.
With a little concentration, transport. Like, Clark, if you chat for a moment, Laurie might actually be able to tell you why she stopped by. Oh, it's nothing really. Well, I was doing so well in my archaeology classes at Metropolis University that they offered me an internship on an expedition. I leave for South America first thing tomorrow morning. So maybe I should just leave Metropolis for good. Go as far away as I can. Someplace where they never heard of Jimmy Olsen, where I'll never see anyone I know. Not even Superman. Antarctica, maybe. Wondering what Clark and Lois would. Huh? Look at that. I'm right outside their apartment. Maybe I should talk to them. If they still talk to me into... Yay! Uh-oh! It's the inner gang attacking the apartment. Now, let's be honest. This is typical stuff for both Lois and Clark doing when they report on inner gang.
This always. I don't blame on Lois because this would happen anyway, no matter who she is. I'll admit on that.
Or anyone else, even if it wasn't Lois.
Yeah, exactly. This is just being a journalist with her names out there.
It just happens to deal with inner gang. It was way bigger than any mafia.
Yeah, exactly. I'm fine with this.
And Clark's gotten this too. Clark has gotten this too.
Again, this would have been cool if this happened after Superman revealed his identity in the Bendis run, but no!
Nope. I mean, again, the most we got was, of course, the House of L story arc.
But again, it's like, I expected like the Daily Planet to be bombed or Lois to be kidnapped or something like that.
I know. Like, oh, great. Only enough for one call. Ha! Remember back in the day where you had to use actual change?
Actually, no, because I grew up in the time where everyone had phones.
Well, you still have phone, Bobby. They weren't regular, you know.
Per se, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, oh, I love this. Listen, do me a favor. Grab your camera and meet me at 1938. Sullivan Place.
There
ASAP. Yeah, thanks. Oh, and call the fire department too, okay? So we used that call. Well, to be fair, wait, Jimmy, 911 is free.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a second here.
911 has always been free.
Yeah, it's the emergency number. That's the reason why it's free.
But yeah, so Superman's trying to get everyone out there and everything.
No! A black screen appears.
What again?
What you don't know, Robert, what's actually happening is that you see another crisis is actually happening right now, and this universe is being wiped, and what you're seeing is like the result.
No, that'd be a white. That's white. Remember the anti.
Okay, you got me there.
Yeah, that'll be like a.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're flying in, trying to help everyone out and everything. Like, and Clark, he's already out, isn't he? I'm sure Superman saved him. Should have known. Is it just, Jimmy's realized it weird that it always happened? Superman saving Clark first?
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Surprised no one ever realized that. Why is he always saving Clark first?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good, legit question for someone to realize.
That's a good point where they're like, wait a second here.
But...
Oh, he's human!
No. He does it to try and keep up, but he didn't realize the smoke!
Okay.
And then boom.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but then you see, easy, big fella, you're heavier than you look. And Thornton was there. Why?
Mm-hmm.
But Oh yeah, quite fine, thank you. Smoke doesn't bother me because he's Satanist.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
Yeah.
But now Jimmy's gonna read like, wait, now we're Superman. Uh-oh. So yeah, Clark unfortunately had to deal with the smoke inhalation, like these new powers. I've been acting like I have like all I have is a cold. I'll be better in a week or so. I have to do something to get back to the way I was. I know exactly where to start. This is where he then meets up with him. This is where we find out that yeah, the phase shift for Kandor is what threw off his DNA, and that's what changed his powers. But like not exactly, but I believe it left you extremely susceptible to an unusual energy wave I've detected. It's not quite sure of its genesis, but it appears to be at least global. Global. But yeah, I love it, but I'm afraid that's impossible, Superman. This change is permanent. That can't be right, Professor. I've had a lot of things happen to me. I even died. Not even that was permanent. But this time you were transformed at a genetic level. We can't counteract that. I love it. Like, you're a new Superman, just in time for the new millennium. And quite appropriate, don't you think? It doesn't really matter what I think. Oh! I feel bad for Superman here. He's been holding on to the fact that it's temporary. It's temporary. But Hamilton makes a good point. It's a genetic level.
Yeah.
As far as they know, like, they can't reverse it.
Yeah.
Yep, so he transports away and everything. And, oh, we see a bunch like, ahoy, Superman, as they're seeing some, yeah, that's the Newsboy Legion meeting up with, Chopper's coming in. And this is where Jimmy's starting to wonder, he thinks one of these three men is Superman.
That makes sense. Well, that's funny. One of the people being the devil.
But no one knows that. Remember, not even Superman knows.
I know.
This guy's a football player.
Okay, that makes sense.
Of course, then Jimmy, like, why is Jimmy seeing a black man as Superman?
Well, yeah, it's like if assuming you think the electric blue guy is the same one as the one that was like in the red and blue costume.
Right. Mission Revenge. Uh-oh, we're getting another Superman Revenge Squad, which not that far long after what they did before. Remember, they did it right before Electric Blue.
Mm-hmm.
But wait till you see who it is this time. Who's running it? Clark? Sometimes. Sorry, Lois. Didn't mean to wake you. It's just I've been so busy learning to use my new powers. I haven't thought much about their deeper ramifications. I used to be one man wearing different clothes. Now Clark and Superman are completely separate physical entities. I'm just realizing my life's been changed in a heartbeat, fundamentally, totally, forever. And that's pretty traumatic when you actually think about it. Sweetheart, you've always been Clark. You'll always be Clark, even if you look like a 1942 Studebaker. Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I love it. Only now is it now dawning on him.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, he's been under this whole notion like, oh, I'll get it back in a week. But now he's like, I got to come to grips. This might be permanent. No idea who this guy is. Oh, yeah, Mr. Flint. Or should I call you Rock? Stay back, or please, let's be civilized about this, shall we? Violence isn't necessary, and cooperation could prove mutually beneficial. You seem to know me, but how did you find me? My resources are rather impressive. Just what do you want? I know what you want. Lex Luthor. And while that individual isn't my primary target, he is a potential rival to my power base. So if you help me attain my goal, I'll help you get yours. What do you say? Talk to me. Blast! Why do these spell check programs take so long? Oh yeah, remember back in the day they used to take forever.
That I remember.
Remember, yeah, spell checks used to take forever. Nowadays they're
instantaneously.
But back then, yeah, they'd have to like
individual lines. Yeah, I remember that.
It takes a long time, sweetheart, because you make so many mistakes. Maybe if you didn't type so fast. You're kidding, right? Finally, now I can send my lead into editorial and get going. I'm late for a meeting with my information source. The plan's already sent a photographer, and together we're going to blow the lid off corruption in the mining industry. Be careful. I love you. Hurry home. Don't worry, hon. I'll be back in a flash. Hi, Vince. Morning, CK. Thank you for coming, Mr. Kent. So yeah, meets up with them as they're explaining about the United Mine Workers. They've been after this guy named Drexler and everything, trying to it's been after his buck for years. Looks like the pressure's finally getting him. He even shut his mind down, saying it was played out, but there's still plenty of coal left. He was just trying to ward off an impending investigation. Oh dear! And I find Union Boy playing into to take me down. Hate to pop your bubble, wise guy, but ain't just gonna happen. Paul Rooney's Striker Island, as we've seen, he's being given these machines, and he uses it to get out of there. This is Paul Rooney. Let me double check who that guy is. Paul Rooney. Because I don't know everyone from this period. No one's saying it, but it is. Come on, I spelled it right, didn't I? Weird. But anyway, uses that arm to get out of there, and that note just described the escape plan. What the devil's going on? You'll find out soon enough. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, down below, the guy's trying to bring them down and keep them trapped in here. Swell. When I turn to Superman, I give off more than a spark. Oh crap!
Mm-hmm.
Gas! He can't transform because of the gas!
Oh, that's cool. I like that one.
Oh my god, that's clever! That is okay, wait. Philip Kronowski. Oh, Barrage! That's who the guy is. Barrage!
Yeah.
Does that name ring a bell? Barrage?
Should it? Because I don't.
He's been one of Superman's tech-based villains. He was introduced as far back as Superman Volume 2, Annual Number 2.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, he lost his arm during a fight with Maggie Sawyer. Okay. Oh, wait. That was the last time he was ever seen until now.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But yes. Parasite.
Mm-hmm.
Guy who paid me said you're supposed to go. So someone is paying her and paying the people to join this Superman Revenge Squad. And it's, and just think about that moment. But they have a beef with Lex. Absorbs. This is thanks for getting you and for allowing you control of our body. Back off, Freeman. I'm hungry. So he's sharing his mind with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're trying to figure a way to get out of there, and then boom! Did it!
Mm-hmm.
And thanks to Superman, they get out of there. Mr. Kent is safe. I left him in the woods in case there was more trouble. Trouble? Oh no trouble! Don't hit me! I can see it now. That mind incident helped me accept the new reality. What you said is fundamentally true. I was, am, and always will be Clark Kent. The decision I made to sacrifice myself if necessary came from who I am, not what. It was made by the man Ma Pa Kent raised and taught. But the essence of what I am at my core, that's the glue that holds me together, no matter what physical form I take. And that's the man I love, which I hasten to add is something that will never change. I like that!
Mm-hmm.
That is good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But wait till you see who ends up being in charge of this new Superman Revenge Squad.
Mm-hmm.
She's bold, she's bad, she's bald. Okay. So some electrical character, and they're going to collide. Got to polarize each train's magnetically positive to positive. That should repel each other.
That's cool.
At least it works with the way that way with Madness. Never done this before. Have to get it right the first time. There won't be a second chance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes. And they stop, thank heavens. But how the train's going? And Not bad, but I hoped it ended with a bang. You did this? Not bad for a girl, eh? Ooh, energy feel. I just love the strong type. Hey, you're not trying to keep up with me. And we have so much in common, but that won't work with me. I can vibrate through, well, anything. Ooh, I'm Bod, so new character in other words. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just.
I like her character design. That's really cool.
Kind of like what we from the front looks kind of like
a xenomorph.
I was going to say a xenomorph.
Either a xenomorph or did you ever see the movie Species?
Oh, yep. I've watched the second one, but yes.
I've seen all 4 of them. They suck. It reminds me, what's kind of funny? The alien reminded me a lot of the aliens from Bloodlines.
By the way, I should point out the Superman Revenge Squad, that was actually their first appearance, was that story before Electric Blue started. So this is just the second Superman Revenge Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Again, there's so many stuff you keep forgetting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yep, within Metropolis criminal underworld, new elite alliances have begun for. I must learn what's going on. Scareware if I'm home. Miss me? Oh, see, nothing takes the spark from our relationship. What relationship? Bod, report. Why, you watched it on the Lancet. You know it worked. Rein in your magnetic field, Bod.
You know what's hilarious?
What?
There's so many DC villains that look like Darkseid.
I know, but yet this guy
kind of does.
Yeah, but look at that face there.
Yeah. It's not as like I'm gonna murder you as Darkseid, but still, it's like the armor and like the face thing.
Well, he actually has eyes.
That too.
Oh, this is a group called the Mainframe. It's what it's called.
Okay,
that's what this group is called.
It's kind of these are some other villains I would love to see in a movie.
I know. I mean, I even have secondary characters.
Because here's the thing: these are villains. Because I like seeing villains that Superman can't necessarily punch.
This is their first appearance.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, this is their first appearance. It says here, Mainframe's goal, under the direction of Override, that's this guy, appeared to be to cybernetically transform all Metropolis' citizens into what exactly was unrevealed. Override sent Bod to infiltrate the Superman Revenge Squad to learn more about Metropolis Criminal Unit. Later, during the Genesis event, Superman gained the ability to intersect with them. So they didn't last long.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, this and the next issue are the only 2 appearances, really.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll take a photographer, Tom. Sure, Simone. Not that still and photos will do the Bibbo brawl justice. I have all powers let me keep an ear tuned for trouble. Now I got to go on patrol. I was lucky today to be on top of the action. Tom's got an offer from the Sports TV network, Allie. Really? They just opened that sports bar in the village. I heard pay-per-view and there costs almost as much as seats at the Garden. And lawyers wrangling over jury selection. So we're listening to all this new stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
As managing editor, Simone, I say what the paper needs, but you won't, will you, Perry? Perry, when our entire circulation goes up in smoke. And take that, super dope, and that. Yeah, I want him. It looks like, but yeah, basically we're seeing him getting ready. Shoots Parasite. He absorbs it. Look, he goes from muscular to more thick muscle.
Again, if I were in charge of a Superman movie, Parasite would be the villain I would pick.
It's Morgan Edge, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Perfect choice to be the villain and the main leader.
Is he a Kryptonian in this? Or was
no?
That is Superman and Lois thing.
Superman and Lois thing only.
Okay, that's cool.
Remember, Morgan Edge was usually the other guy who would deal with Darkseid besides Bruno.
Okay, I see.
Oh, now we're having the game prepped up and everything for Bibbo's big bout and everything. Mm-hmm. Hey Olsen, Lou Stringler, here's my car. You want to steal Babowski? Call me. The humiliation alone is worth. Forget it, bloodsucker. The guy hardly touched me, and I'm on top of the world. least they will be soon as I reveal Superman's secret identity. Jimmy, come on!
Man, Jimmy was kind of a dick back then.
To be fair, I mean, I get why he's in there. He doesn't want to lose his job, and it's a cutthroat business.
But again, he's Superman's pal.
That's true. But what got the result? By this point, yes, he's Superman's pal, but this isn't like pre-crisis Superman's pal, where they were always on missions and adventures together. This was Superman pal in the looser sense. Not Luthor, looser. You know,
looser. Okay, I see.
Yeah, I always, every time I say that, it comes out like I said Luthor. Like, no, Luthor.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait. In the Lex sense, I see. But that's cool. That's cool. The one thing I will say that so far I like about post-crisis Superman in the beginning, granted there's some stuff I don't like, but I do like how like this era seems like they're trying a lot of new things, and I respect that.
And again, the fact it took so long for Lois to go to the fortress for the Superman Revenge Squad. It took well until this is like, again, mid to late 90s.
Or even Electric Blue. You know what's kind of funny? It's like, I see on the internet all the time, like, reviling the Electric Blue Superman, and I'm like, why? They do something new with the character. That's actually kind of interesting. No!
Black screen it is! This is getting annoying, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, it's actually reloading, at least, thankfully. Mm-hmm. But, there we go. They're getting ready for the big bout and everything, and it isn't even obviously building up in the side pocket. Remember, Bibbles was a boxer. Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bang, bang. Meanwhile, Barrage is doing his big attack and everything, and they're putting up a fight with Superman out there. Oh, look at it. Let her find out what it feels like to run into a solid wall. Clang! Ha!
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it made quite an impression.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, but yeah, dealing with Barrage and Rock. Oh, but yeah, Bibble is just wailing on him and everything, and they're all cheering. Fred's covering the Superman fight. That should have been mine. Cat, I got something big. If you think people are going nuts now, wait till you see what I have to show them. Come on. Wait, now? Jimmy, stop. Wait, talk to me. Okay, but keep your voice down. Cat, I have the story of the century. I know who Superman is. Is? You mean like an ordinary person is Superman? Superman walks among us? I don't believe it. Who? No, don't tell me. Jimmy, you can't tell anyone. Sure he can. Oh no. Sounds like Mr. Action's back in business. Jim, this is Mr. Zeller from GBS Board of Directors, but sorry to interrupt, Cat, but you got to look. What's happening right now will blow the Superman fight right off the air. As Bibbo, even though he won the belt, he then chooses to surrender it after what he did to punching Jimmy. Why? Because he could have killed him.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw Olsen's words get used as a weapon against Superman. I blame Olsen for abusing the power of the press, and I slugged him. What Olsen did was bad, what I did was even worse. Because boxers' fists is lethal weapons, too. They gotta be used responsibly. That's where I failed, and that's why I ain't worthy to be champ. I'm surrendering my belt and my title as heavyweight championship of the world. Oh, I can't believe he'd give up his title for giving you what you deserve. Me neither, except, did I deserve it? It was my job to investigate Superman's new powers work and to tell the public how it worked. Am I then responsible if someone misuses that information? My new Superman revelation could cause more. And he's realizing this after he's already revealed the story.
That is quite. I like this.
Now he's stuck in it.
Mm-hmm. He's like, this is one of those moments, well, like a character turns to the camera and goes, I've made an enormous mistake.
And Cat would have kept it shut, hush, hush. But this guy overheard.
Yeah.
Because say what you want, Cat. She could be a bit of a bitch, but she would have been like, even said like, wait, Jimmy, you can't tell anyone. Oh, no.
I've always considered Cat to be another friend of Clark, even though she doesn't know who he is as Superman.
Well, I missed how Cat was. That was the other thing I did not like Jeff Johns setting up her being.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Now, I get it to a degree. They had the excuse of she went to LA because of losing her son. It just ate away at her. I get that. And clearly you can assume her time away in LA corrupted her, but They never emphasize that much.
Yeah, that's the other thing, because again, it's like when my
especially her showing her tits out to a married man.
Yeah, it's like when my co-host Britt and I write Kat in our fan stories, we always have her be like a close friend of Clark's. It's
like she's here.
Yeah, exactly. That's how she is here.
Because even you gotta admit, even though she's flaunting her tits to a married man.
Yeah,
and it's completely like.
Let me this way, Robert. Kat is actually one of my favorite people at the Daily Planet.
Yeah. But again, just for her to do that in Jeff Johns stuff, and it's like she's disappointed that Clark didn't stare. It's like, no shit.
He's a married man, and he's Clark Kent. Do you really think
a friend of hers?
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, exactly.
Did they just ignore their friendship?
Exactly.
I'm sorry. This is just like my other issue with him regressing the Clark's dynamic at the planet to be more like the movies just because he had Donner with him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, between Bibbo's wrong-headed announcement and the Superman fight, I've succeeded beyond my own expectations. I wonder if Superman the Taxer has ever had a chance. On the other hand, my dear, it seems we can't count them out yet. Why did he actually urge the Garden to schedule the rematch because of the crowd, the news, to prevent the trial of his taking the headlines?
Yeah.
And then you add in this.
Yeah. God damn it.
We're nearly done. We only have a few more issues we're going to be covering. Don't worry.
Well, I am riveted.
Yep. But
is this going to be in the Triangle Era Omni that's coming out?
No. Remember, the Triangle Omni is the start.
Okay.
You got a long
if they collect this in an omnibus or like a trade or anything like that, I may just get the Blue Saga.
Yeah, I hope so. Look at Parasite absorbing his energy. Oh, shit, right?
This ain't good. By the way, you know who else made great use of his powers as Electric Blue is Morrison and JLA.
Yeah, well, we might go over that at some point. Hey, you remember the bikers from Funeral for a Friend that helped Lois and Supergirl get back the body?
Yeah.
Recognize him?
Oh, it's one of them. Okay. I like how Bibbo has the blue Superman shirt now.
Yep. They're absorbing him. Who else would assemble a team of superpowered Neanderthals to attack Superman? Who else would have been smart enough to rotate the members of that team and keep his identity concealed from them? Who else has the ability to keep the so-called man of energies off guard while staying out of harm's way? Who else but Morgan Edge or Luthor? He excels at this as well. I like how Morgan acknowledges or Luthor.
You know what's kind of funny? Morgan Edge kind of reminds me a little bit of Maxwell Lord.
He does, but I love it. Like, if Parasite actually kills Superman, I can easily move in and take over the Metropolis crime scene, and Luthor won't dare get involved while he's on trial. But if Superman should beat the Parasite, I'd still win by making sure that Luthor is found guilty. All I need is a little help from that cretin barrage and this remarkable device from Apocalypse.
Yeah.
So, yeah, leading to a big old fight as he is absorbing all the energy from the explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, the fool should have driven him deep underground to remove his options. Is Superman yet defeated, my dear? Like, I need a diversion. That fuel tanker is just the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So he absorbed all that energy. Like, correct as always, husband. Superman has escaped. Obviously, what if it obvious is the identity of the mastermind behind this attack? Score one for the blue good and do-gooder. Better prepare plan B. And Clark ran right past it. Tonight on WGBS. Wait, tonight already?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. That is still the same night. How the hell did they get that up there that fast?
Comic books, that's how.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the next day. This is supposed to be the same night.
They must have one fast people going up. They must have hired the Flash. Wally, hang all these posters up.
Whoops. I love little catchy mistakes like that. You're like, wait a second. Whoops.
Yeah, I never thought of that. That's a good point.
Because it's supposed to be the exact same night, and he just told the guy. How did they know? Like, reveals the incredible secret of all time. Now, wait a minute. To be fair, Jimmy could have been hyping up the secret. He just didn't tell him what the secret was yet.
Yeah, it could be he didn't know, he's going to expose my identity. It could be, I know the cure to cancer or something like that.
Look at this. Parasites betraying them.
Of course. Surprising no one.
I know. He's back.
Is that Mongol?
Mongol? No, that's that rock guy.
Okay. He looked like Mongol.
Yeah, no, we haven't seen this rock guy. Thanks for the assist, Parasite. You've cut my workload by 3.
I love that.
With 2 minds inside one body, I wouldn't expect you to fall for that maneuver. You wanted this to happen? End it here and now, Doc, forever. Your power's mine, Superman. I'm taking it all. Really? You're welcome to try. Understand that before my powers changed, you were always a threat to do exactly that. But now things are different. I can do a fair job of absorbing energy myself. It's called turnabout, Parasite. He's absorbing his power.
I love this. See, this is why I love Electric Blue Superman. I'm like, I like the whole. You think you have me? But I have you.
Yep. How does it feel to get weaker by the second? No. How does it feel that someone is draining you of your life? No. How does it feel to know that you are at the mercy of someone else? No. And then I knew Barrage wouldn't be able to keep his tongue in check. I don't know who it is, but you can find him in a warehouse down on Pier 12. Thank you, jerk. Good thing I knew where Mannheim stashed his boom tube activator. Gives me just enough time to leave. But yeah, there he stands, the loser, the coward, the man who feared the embrace of victory's glory. Oh boy, we thought you were a gladiator, one worthy of braving the danger of the Zoom way life. Say what? But when you stood before the precipice of a champion's life, you turned instead the way of one who fears the challenges to come. Yango, we're buds. How come you're getting on me like this? You won your battle. You were a worthy holder of the champion's belt, yet you skewed it for a bartender's life. Hey, them's fireworks. I had to give it back. These fists of mine is lethal weapon. I can't stand the thought of hurting no one. Don't apologize for ferocity. Don't retreat from the contest to come. You act like a weak mouth instead of a man, Babowski. Okay, that's it. If it's a fighter you want, it's a fighter you'll get. Go on back to your garage, Yango. Part of you being tough is knowing when to walk away. I once thought you special, unique, Babowski, but you couldn't last a day in the wild area. We believe pride, courage, and toughness were held in high esteem here. And such is not the case. You must earn our patronage. But, geez, what a mess this is. I get where they're going with this. They're actually trying to show that what Bibbo did was noble, but kind of stupid.
Yeah, by the way, I'm slowly starting to like Babbo as a character.
I always have, because
you know what? I kind of agree with you, because I remember last time I was on, or maybe when we were talking off stream, you mentioned about how they could have used him in the new 52. That would have actually been kind of cool.
Yeah, can I imagine Clark going there and just getting a drink and talking to the bartender like, "Hey, what you need, Mr. Kent?"
In this world where like Superman's with Wonder Woman, he can even deal with it. It's like, well, I'm with a woman that's way out of my league.
I know. To which he'd be like, hey, ain't that the truth for a lot of people? Let me tell you about this old game I used to date with. Now you probably don't want to hear it.
that would work. I would love that.
Yeah, again, just have him just focus on him. You don't even have to be Superman's favorite and all that. Just focus on him as this bartender who's Clark's friend, who he could talk.
And maybe they become so close that Clark does tell him and saying, "I'm trusting you here because I think I can trust you."
That, or the very now you've told me enough secrets.
Or Bibbo finds out on his own,
or put two and two together.
Secret.
Yeah, exactly. He could, again, so much missed opportunity.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. I like that. Yeah,
if you had someone who actually liked Bibbo, knew about Bibbo, cared about Bibbo, they could have done that.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, it took until Philip K. Johnson's time for them to do it.
But what it was kind of funny. Jurgens wrote New 52 Superman.
No, he didn't get that. He was still establishing stuff, and you also got to remember he wasn't on that long. I think he was only in there interim until they got someone proper in.
But still, he could have brought him in.
He could have, but at the same time, also, no one knew what Grant was going to do or introduce. To be fair.
Okay, that's true. There was a lot of unknown coordination.
Exactly. So for all they know, Jeremy probably felt like, I don't want to introduce him if he's going to do it. Because remember, it took until Lobdell for them to actually use Lex.
Well, yeah, because and also Grant's is taking place 5 years in the past, so it'd be like, why are you introducing me? He was already 5 years there.
And yet, he gave Lex. I mean, Lobdell gave Lex this scar, and they never explained where that scar came from.
Mm-hmm.
I think they implied it was during Paul Cornell's very brief stint.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway, though, yeah, look what he did. He's using the energy to somehow a containment field to gather up the water.
That's cool.
Superman, the situation under control. I see Barrage directed you here as well, Captain Sawyer. Believe it or not, I think we know who engineered the attack downtown. A keyboard. What are you? A Lex Tech key. Uh-oh! Blame it on Framing Lex!
There you go.
He wouldn't, but if Metropolis Finest believes so, all the better for me. Uh-oh! So Maggie ran a check, and sure enough, the Sunbird scanner was set for Luthor's prints!
Oh, there you go.
Meatloaf's done. Glad to. I'm starved. Yeah, hot!
Oh, yeah, he's not used to being hot.
I know. Pot holders, Clark. Next time, remember pot holders.
Mm-hmm.
Try not to hurt yourself while you answer the door, okay? Oh, Clark, you idiot!
There you go. Oh, yeah, because he's human when he's in his human form.
Jimmy, I wouldn't think you'd have time to socialize considering the mysterious big story you're working on. That big story is the reason I'm dropped by, Lois. I'd like to bounce a couple of thoughts off you and old Clark. No problem, Jim. How can we help? What's with the eyes? Burn my hand getting something out of the oven. What? What? You guys can't afford pot holders? Look, you guys know I'm working on a scoop that should haul mega ratings for GBS, right? I mean, we're talking about a story that any media outlet would kill to have. It's just that, well, I want to make sure that running with it is the right thing. And Jimmy, without knowing exactly what you're working on, I've nailed down one of the all-time biggest secrets that ever existed, Clark. One that someone very powerful once buried forever. Are you sure your information is solid? No doubt. But someone's going to get sore at me for revealing this. Real sore. You're a journalist, Jimmy. And a journalist is committed to the truth. Sometimes people do get hurt when the truth comes out. But in society, we're usually better off when it happens, as long as you don't break the law in the process. For example, you wouldn't want to betray a secret vital to national security, though even that might have exceptions. America is founded on the notion of openness and honest dialogue, Jim. We're the force of state, and it's our job to tell what we know. Run with your story, Jimmy. If you're telling the truth, you have nothing to apologize for. Good luck. You guys are real great. Thanks. Oh, jeez!
I love this. He has no idea.
Be sure to turn in. Count on it. Wonder what that was about. Maybe something to do with Luthor, or maybe even Mayor Berkowitz's administration. Oh, no!
Oh, here we go.
No, that's what they're assuming. They have no idea.
Yeah, I know.
Why would they? Why would they, right?
Exactly.
I gotta say, I like the advice they gave.
Mm-hmm.
At least we're not involved. Oh, I'm sorry. I love it. The last thing we need is trouble with Jimmy.
Yeah.
And I know exactly who he is. Oh, I love it. Luthor on trial, Jimmy on TV. All this. Let me go back to that. Yeah, Luthor on trial, Jimmy on TV. It's the Guardian on patrol. It's the Adventures of Superman number 550, double size, so we can fit Superman in two.
I love that. That's great.
2 more issues, this and one more. Guardian versus Inner Gang, betrayed by Jimmy Olsen, the trial of Lex Luthor. Look up in the sky. It's a storm. It's a hurricane. It's Superman.
Okay, that's cool. I like how they adapt that.
Strange visitor from another planet with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal man. Superman, able to change the flow of deadly radiation and bend steel in his magnetic grip. And who disguised as? But then that's a question, isn't it? Does Superman have a secret identity? If so, who is he? The secret. Join your host, Jimmy Olsen, for the next exciting hour as he Yeah, yes. Graphics did a killer job on the opening for my special. But after that, the rest of the show's all mine. But yeah, this is why he feels that way. Those guys came out of the burning building and all the pieces just start falling into place. Comments, coincidences, contradictions. And before you can say kryptonite, I know who Superman is. The kick is most people don't even think Superman has a secret identity. But word gets out. The trick is making sure making sure no one else figures it out before my big revelation. That's why I put together tapes on all three super suspects. Colin Thornton, publisher of Newstime magazine. Did it strike anybody else as odd that his building was the only one standing over half of Metropolis? The only one standing after half of Metropolis was destroyed? And talk about a fake goatee. Clark Kent, columnist and reporter for the Daily Planet. Oh wait, I don't think that guy is black. I think that was just a bad coloring earlier.
Yeah.
He's written so much about Superman. It's like he knows the Man Steel as well as he knows himself. Maybe there's a reason for that. Johnny Dakota, retired Metro's quarterback, quit the game the same year he broke a ton of records. Since it says he didn't want to press his luck. Superstition or superpowers? No one knows that which one's really Superman until my special airs. Then everyone will know. That's good, right? I mean, sure, Superman's got a secret identity for a reason, but that was before his powers changed. Now he doesn't have X-ray vision, super hearing. He can't tell when people need his help. After I reveal who he is, anyone in trouble can come to him. And don't know why Big Blue hasn't solved it himself. Even Lois and Clark said I should go for it. And no one knows Superman better than them. Which tells you he doesn't think it's Clark.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know who he thinks it is?
Who?
Colin Thornton.
Of course.
Which, to be fair, yeah, his building was the only one that wasn't destroyed during Fall of Metropolis. Of course, because he's the devil, but...
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I've screwed up before, but this is the story of a lifetime. It's going to send my career through the roof, make people take me seriously again. And then they're getting all ready for it. But revealing Superman's secret identity, if he really has one, doesn't the board see the damage it could do, Mr. Zeller? For starters, every metamaniac, alpha revenge, or rep will turn wherever he lives into a war zone. You have a point, Miss Grant, but I couldn't care less. If Olsen's right, GPS at the story of the century. If not, he'll crash and burn on live TV, which most of Metropolis wants to see anyway. Don't go near him between now and the broadcast, Miss Grant. Is that clear? You had the news division, but this isn't about news. It's about ratings. Then I couldn't care less.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know it was you, Mr. Luthor. Please forgive me. No need to grovel, Adam. I'll let you know when that's necessary. I'm calling to thank you. Olsen's big revelation is just the sort of thing I was hoping to sponsor when we spoke earlier. With my upcoming trial, I need a few entertaining distractions. I'm certain the same could be said about most of Metropolis, which is why I suggest tipping your hand a bit more to make sure the special becomes must-see TV. Do it tonight. I want the city talking about nothing else come tomorrow. Clever!
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. Someone, this is Maggie with her girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that Geraldo wannabe still working, Max. That kid's digging himself a hole too deep to climb out of. It speaks and it happens. Let's see Superman do that. Who in blazes put this trash on the front page? Oh, I believe that was moi, Perry. After a consultation with our publisher, of course. She keeps going over Perry's head.
Mm-hmm.
Luthor's alleged ties to the Superman Revenge Squad. That's new. That's what I okayed for page 1. This is just a commercial for the competition. Mr. White, do you not realize the top-selling publication in America is TV Guide? Boy, remember that those days?
Oh, yeah.
Considering the planet's circulation attraction, even a small amount of those readers would be marvelous. And that's my job, and well, people. It's a great day or what? Hey, Jimmy, what's with the big revelation? Come on, you can tell us. You know how Superman's power changed, right? Bet you know how his powers changed. More like he figured out how to change him back. My money's on other survivors from Krypton. Maybe Superman has a secret identity and Mr. Ellison knows who he is. Maybe, of course, Alice is the one who guesses it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sorry, kid, I don't know you. Not the way you've been acting. Guess he won't be tuning in tonight. Things have been very different if your grande revelaire was for us, Monsieur Olsen, I assure you. Yeah, you're probably right. But hey, I'm here to see Clark anyway. Where is that guy? No, don't tell me. Ah!
What is going on with this damn site?
I don't know. I guess you gotta find that smile of his. There it is. He out covering Superman, right? So maybe he does think it. Silence, Reba. Oh, so him doing a bit of an action, stopping it like, do you think because I look like this, I'm not like, don't turn your back on me. Oh, like he's tackling a electric fence.
Ah, that's nice.
Oh, this guy's like, I love you. Our furry friend couldn't mean Dabney Donovan, could he? And wasn't the mad scientist reported dead? Twice, Lois. Garden will want to know about this. But I told you, I'm Superman's pal. I don't care if you're his girlfriend. Get behind the line. It's okay, hollering. Let him through. So, yeah, are you curious? Maybe a little worried? Should I be worried, Jimmy? I'm used to being in the news and having a special aired about me. I trust you, Jimmy. I assume you learned from past mistakes. Yeah, you bet I have. So, where's Clark? Oh, canvassing. Private enough for me to change back. Something I didn't pay much attention to back when I had super speed. Interview, but yeah, meets up. Just wanted to ask you and Lois to be guests on my special night. It's really important to me. Fact is, the show wouldn't be the same without you. Oh, but then we're having, what can I say, Drysdale? I simply can't compete with Superman. So yeah, you're also having, there's Colin and Colin, Lois. Does anyone know what this is about? I'm here as a favor to Adam Zeller, but I'm a busy man, and all I know is Mr. Sorton is at Mr. O's show, and he's playing things pretty close, Wanted the bunch of you here, even though he said he probably won't need everyone. Go figure. Kent, Lane, finally. You're live in less than 2 minutes, and also wants you on set with him. Follow me. Oh, boy. And once he says, like, I'm revealing who Superman really is, you've got to be kidding. Do you have more freckles than brain cells, Jimmy? This is a sort of irresponsible headline grabbing that gives journalism a bad name. You call yourself Superman's pal? Have you even thought about what this will do to him? Worse, what it'll do to the people you claim he is? Sorry, but I won't be any part of it. Well, that was certainly broadcast, and that was certainly broadcast live. And I don't blame Lois for being so jealous. Yeah, that's it. Bet she's tried to find out Superman's secret identity for years. At least we still have Clark Kent. Oh, I'm very interested in finding out where you're going with this, Jimmy. Great. Well, let's start at the beginning, okay? You and Superman came to Metropolis around the same time, right? More or less. Mind sharing a few thoughts about Big Blue when we ran some clips of him? Certainly, Jimmy. Anything for our friend. I think deep down he saw his face, Jimmy's going to pull out.
Yeah.
Do you have that feeling?
Yeah.
But I don't blame Lois either, though.
Yeah, she's like, are you kidding me?
I mean, if you were in their shoes, if you were in their shoes, which one would you be more, Lois or Clark?
Lois, really, to a certain degree.
Telling him off like that?
Yeah, I'd say, are you kidding me, dude?
But yeah, and then, again, I like how they're using this. This is a good use for 550, isn't it? Like, but yeah, he explains everything about it. And he actually explains this all, like, it isn't easy, but if there is any chance innocent people will be hurt by what he might do, any doubt in his mind at all, he won't do it. He'll find another way, no matter what the personal cost. That's what makes him Superman. But it's something we all aspire to. Wouldn't you agree, Jimmy? Jimmy? Oh! And he's trying to say, like, okay, look, throughout all this speech, Jimmy's now hesitating.
Yeah, there you go.
Jimmy, you don't have to go through with this. You can stop right now if you want. Too late. I started. I got to finish it. Got to go all the way. Sorry, Clark. You're getting your own pins and needles here, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, do what you feel you have to. And we're back in 2. But yeah, and then as he's going on, but as he does it, nobody! He doesn't have a secret identity! And it's just like people thought all along! Unfortunately, in everyone's mind, he crashed and burned. And now they're feeling like he was making a sensation off of Superman's name. People are going to hate him!
But he's being a real pal.
Yeah, after Clark went through all that, he finally made him realize, like, crap. Even that, what was I thinking? Only thinking of myself. That's what. Really screwed up big time. I'll give him props, though.
Mm-hmm.
He torpedoed up me. Look at this.
Yeah.
Like, something I could have told you long ago, you fool. Of course, he still believes Superman doesn't have a secret identity.
Yeah, there you go, Lex.
But he got fired.
Mm-hmm.
But then he still has one of the tapes. That's why he thinks it's Thornton.
Okay, I see.
But yeah, that was that. Oh.
Wait. So close!
Come on, come on. So yeah, then we get into this story was Guardian. Just a little side story and everything as he deals with, it meets up with Dabney Donovan.
Mm-hmm.
Who's revealing he's still alive. Oh no, there's Donovan. And this is where he's being up with Boss Moxie. So yeah, remember, Dabney Donovan was the clone master of Cadmus.
Okay.
Yep. So he wants to make an evil twin of Guardian to infiltrate, but he ain't gonna have it. So brings it down, is able to get that one guy out of there. But this is when they see the story about Jimmy. And of course, even they're ticked off. And even said, like, bring me Olsen. Like, I don't care what it takes. Because he feels like Guardian would never have found our hiding spot if Superman hadn't put him there to find us. So now we're going to find Superman. So he basically thinks Jimmy backed out.
I see.
So he wants to know. And this is going to be the last issue we're going over.
Okay.
Uh-oh. You're really... Superman, where'd you go? Where are you? Good question, sleepyhead. Uh-oh! Mark Waid is doing a guest writing with Stern helping out.
Oh, interesting.
Remember, this is before Superman 2000, so before Waid was banned.
Okay.
But yep, we have all of Intergang there ready to get the hands on there. Of course, no one wants to help after the stunt he pulled.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would Gang want was you? We see Superman flying off to deal with a volcanic island, trying to help him out. We're then seeing them getting ready for, like, James Olsen. Like most of the bugs we have at one time or another floated around the Daily Planet, has often pestered me. It delights to see the screws turning on him for a change. Oh! Wait until you see how Lex deals with his, and with everything. With Jimmy gone, they're trying to do recovery damage. And even says, like, a blessing in disguise, Cat. Who would have looked, and we would have looked like idiot airing Lois and Olsen's report. Look at his three suspects. Colin Thornton was at the Superman's funeral, for Pete's sake. Clark Kent was photographed with Superman after the return.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, he's Clark Kent.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jimmy's in the cell and everything after what happened. Like, you heard him, Red. You're free to go. Pity. Whoop, and whew. No need to thank me. Uh-oh, they're the ones who bailed him out, but he's quick thinking. Oh, gee, these poor people are doomed, all because they think I'm some vengeful lightning god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so look, he reveals himself. They don't know who Clark Kent is, so he can warn them to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they show up the kryptonite, but indeed, Your Honor, my client is the true victim of this courtroom. Riddled with K radiation, believing he had but a short time to live, Luthor decided a trip around the world. A trip interrupted by a strange man named Happerson, who abducted Luthor, and much to my unwilling client's protest, changed his life. Yeah, as we summarize the clone body,
Okay.
but right down to basically, this is where they claim there was another clone of Lex, who was the one who destroyed Metropolis back in Action 700.
Okay.
And then they reveal This Lex Luthor, or rather his clone, destroyed the city I built, murdered millions gladly without regret. To just be, does he look like a burn drawing here?
He does.
I did it all, did it all. To our knowledge, Your Honor, the clone Luthor worked under the direction of Mr. Happerson. The judge will note that our evidence includes photographs taken of the guilty Luthor the guilty Luthor during the time he was charged for the fall of Metropolis. Hold on, I gotta double check something, but just in case, I just want to make sure I'm not running out of time on StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez, we better wrap this up soon.
Okay.
Because I'm up to, we're coming up on an hour and a half. I only got a few minutes left.
Okay.
But yeah, basically though, but clever, isn't this?
Yeah, it is.
It's like, I'm the greatest man of Metropolis. Orleans, Peters, restrain that man. Counsel, I'm not fond of theatrics. Why didn't your client produce this utter loser before? Your Honor, he knew his story would be highly suspect. For that reason, he refused to come forth with the information until his own investigative team could find the true culprit and bring him to you. This happens to him wherever he is, dead or alive. Dead is the DA's true target. I demand the charges against my client be dropped. This is the most ridiculous travesty. Unfortunately, because of that, they agree he's not guilty.
Yeah.
But then he reveals like a beautiful touch. Good for just a reminder of sympathy. Bit? Touch? I don't understand. Oh, that's right. I forgot. You believe everything you said. How delicious. Well, you've earned your way into my little inner circle today, Drysdale. You've earned the truth. You are in remission. That accounts for your revitalized appearance. Not at all, actually. I made a deal with the devil. Something you can relate to, by the way. And the clone? Don't be foolish. I'm the clone, albeit with my original brain, but without the doctors who created me, at least one of whom I killed, we can't duplicate the process with any real success. Surprise, the poor shambling creature we used here was grown only hours ago and brainwashed with specifically for this gambit. He'll be gone in days, dying a miserable, suffering death filled with agonizing pain. And you feel no regret for this? Would I mourn the loss of a crescent wrench? He was a tool. He did his job. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to topple the Justice League. By the way, that falls under client attorney privilege. A jape, Drysdale. Smile. Take the limo back to the office. Enjoy the day. Nice work. You can be proud of yourself. Damn!
That's cool. I like that.
Perfect Lex, and so Mark Waid writing that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for Drysdale. He truly believed.
Mm-hmm.
From what you saw earlier, right?
Yeah.
Don't you feel bad for him?
Yeah.
But yeah, Jimmy makes his way to Colin Thornton, and he tries to say, "Hey, the gang's after me. I need help up, Superman." Knocks him out. But I thought for sure you were, geez, you've lost it completely, Olsen. The whole city knows you're insane. Get yourself some help before it's too late. Uh-oh. They abduct like Thornton was right. I do need help. Meets up with Bibbo, and then he's like, but we got one thing, Red. We're both pals of Superman, and that's a pretty solid brotherhood. So he's forgiven him.
Mm-hmm.
My chop it up back. Take it out of town. Call when you can. And I'll look after your place. See if I can get you some help on the QT. In the meantime, lay low and keep the faith. Superman finds you. And when he does, heaven help your enemies. So how was all that?
It was really epic. I liked it a lot.
Yep, I mean, good stuff, but I think those last few issues were the best ones, weren't they?
Yeah, I liked Lex going, you morally can't tell anyone what I just told you, so I'm going to go take down the Justice League.
That was a joke, obviously.
I love that so well. That's so good.
But at the same time, it's like, you feel bad for Dryer, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that resolves the trial stuff finally, perfectly. What do you think about Jimmy's story?
I like that where at the last second he's like, nah.
He torpedoed his entire life.
Yeah, that's what I say, because he's Superman's pal.
Yep. What about the stuff with Bibbo? I mean, there was a lot of subplots.
I like Bibbo. There was a lot of stuff going on there.
The Superman Revenge Squad was probably the weakest part here, but would you agree with that? But
yeah,
Saviour was great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, there's nothing specific here, but I thought this was a great batch this time around.
Yeah, it was.
What would you say was your favorite part? The Jimmy stuff?
Yeah, the Jimmy stuff probably, because it's more like he's being Superman's friend at that moment.
Yeah, but I like the build up to it again. You really feel like
you thought he was gonna do it.
But nope, he's nobody. And then Lex, I could have told you that.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, again, why do people hate it when you have great stuff like that?
Because people just don't like Electric Blue.
But why? It wasn't.
I don't know why, Robert, because really the more I read up, the more you show me this, the more I'm like, this is actually really cool. Well, why do people not like this?
I don't know. This was grand. I mean, again, could it have been done without the Electric Blue powers? Some of it, no. A lot of it, yes.
Yeah, but at least here's the thing. At least they give him unique challenges and stuff for his new powers. They don't just have him just doing the same old Superman stuff.
Exactly. And again, dealing with Saviour and come on, that awesome one was Parasite, right?
Oh yeah, I love where Superman's like, "Thanks for doing my job for me."
So yeah, overall, and I'm running out of time of my free time still with StreamYard. Next time I'm going to do stuff on Restream, but overall, this is still good. But I think this was better than the last batch. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, way better.
The last batch, first half was good, second half, meh. At least the Superman Revenge Squad was parallel with good stuff, at least.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't dominate everything.
Yeah.
And the use of score and everything was good. This was just a good meandering of smaller plots and everything. But I gotta say, would you agree that was the best way to resolve Lex's stuff? Blame it on a clone.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there is truth.
Something he would do.
There is truth to it. But then he's like, oh, I'm the clone. With my original brain, of course. Yeah. I just feel bad for the lawyer. Just like,
he really thought that Lex was a good guy in that.
Yep. Well, I gotta wrap it up. But thank you so much for joining me, Jared. Thank you, everyone else. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.